ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Inspire Broadband Presents Valorant Skirmish Cup Season 2, powered by organized by Instinct Productions. I'm your Christmas, and joining me is gonna be Aggie, as we have two best of one games today on the round of 16. How you feeling, Aggie?
Hey, it's gonna be a game of all stars. We haven't seen this roster in a very long time, and hey, finally, the fact that we're able to see them is the best possible thing. This new roster has been creating up a lot of hype and a lot of buzz, so let's see if they are the ones to really, showcase to us the greats of the greats, the people that have been dominating the Valorant scene individually on other teams, now coming together to bring up this super roster. Will they be able to win the tournament, or will a couple of the young guns in this entire scene be able to take it all away? That's what we're going to be finding out for this particular matchup. It's going to be a big one because, in a way, we have seen a lot of teams grow from Season 1 coming over into Season 2. So it's going to be fun to say the very least.
Absolutely, but not at the same time, the prize pool distribution is also gonna be on your screen, and I'm pretty damn sure the players are gonna be fighting the level best to earn that top prize. Well, you did say that All Stars is one of the few teams who may end up on the grand finals, maybe just maybe, but at the same time, the up and comers we have seen so far, at least yesterday, I forgot the team's name, which actually kind of surprises who plays against. Even I forgot that team's name. The first game, actually, never mind. But as they portrayed an amazing match. Yeah, no idea. Yeah. Actually, thanks to Supersonic, our host over here, for the reminder. Thanks a lot. So yeah, it was no idea who definitely did have ideas about how their opposition's gonna play, and they just read them like an open book. So individually, they didn't even have. I mean, they didn't even use any strategy. They just went for raw gunplay, and they just took the victory for themselves to move up to the quarterfinals. So this is exciting for me because I would say that this allows a lot of teams to shine more brightly down the future, and maybe just maybe we will have a much more of a competitive scene in Bangladesh itself.
That is absolutely true. I really want to see teams start to heat up and bring in the actual game that we haven't really seen coming out from a lot of the other up and coming squads. They have taken their time. There are certain instances where they're a little bit, how do you put it? A little bit too lackluster, but you can tell that every team in Bangladesh now are reaching to a level where we can say they can go up against the much more qualified and set up teams, the ones that they have proven themselves up to. Intro and Rose, though, I don't know if this team are going to be able to pull off something big, but Emperor, they are the members of All-Star Bearer squad, if I recall properly. So this is going to be a pretty good game coming out from them.
I do hope it, but at the same time, this is just my speculation, Aggie. Don't judge me for that. Whenever I see logos like this, which are made in paint, I would usually say that team is gonna be the dominant one because we've seen time and time, sometimes a lot of organizations just writes "Meet designer, no logo." That's their logo on paint, and it's just creative, sometimes I remember Rosa, I think, who actually drew maybe 5 doodles on paint, and then he was looking for an org. I think, right, it was Rosa and his friends. So these are indications that sometimes these logos are the teams you should be afraid of. But then again, this is something Intros and Bros will have to, kind of solidify as well. Because I remember back in my R6 days, Mercenaries used to do the same thing, that we don't have any designer, we just put MRCZ on the logo and we call it a day. But however, I'm not counting the side of Emperor out of the equation quite yet because I'm not exactly sure with the rosters there, but I really hope they will have a proper gameplay, as well as we're pretty damn sure the map bans are already on the way if it has not been completed already, which will also be on your screen in just a little bit of time. As the next game is gonna be something which Aggie was talking about. It is gonna be All Stars versus Casual Valor. Not quite sure who are playing in Casual Valor. If they're casual players, they're gonna have a hard time according to the name, but on the other side, All Stars, you better believe they're all-star players after all. The XXC players, as they have lost Rosa, but the rest of the 4 of them are sticking together. So that's gonna be an interesting one. Let's just see if Casual Valor is really up for, if one of the best rosters in the country.
It's gonna be a tough one to say the very least as well, because that second game is gonna be either the biggest whitewash or it could be a very close competition as well. It's tough at the end of the day, but don't forget, in a best of one series, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. You're only going to get a single shot to really prove yourself. Here is what the same problem is going to be for the members of Emperor up against Intro and Rose. So let's see who's going to be the one to take it for this one. The first one I do believe will be a little bit more of a closer affair. Not really the players, as the players, sorry, are not as well known, but they made their mark. They are up here in the top 8 for a very particular reason. So let's see whether they have the mettle to really be the shining stars on the map of Ascent.
Absolutely. And
Oh,
now
wait,
that we have-
never mind.
Never mind. We know all of them. We know all of them.
all of them. Okay, this is gonna be a very interesting game. I had no idea that Shields is playing on the other side of Emperor, and Intro and Rose is basically an Assassin's Creed team with Exili in the roster.
My goodness. So this is what we have been kind of surprised with, because even though I have the spreadsheet of the players, but I forgot to open it. Once again, thanks to Supersonic for providing me with that, but I was feeling a little bit lazy, but holy moly ravioli. We do see a couple of players who used to be teammates as well playing on the other ends. This is gonna be interesting. Let's see how the players are gonna be preparing themselves as map number 1, or should I say the only map of the game is gonna be going in further. Not to mention, Aggie did say that it is a do or die for either of these teams. It would have been amazing if we saw a best of 3 or a best of 5 even between these players, because with such high caliber players, you do not expect to have the one map shows. But once again, it is round of 16 where they met, and this is where one of them will be saying farewell, as they will have to, as one of them will be dropping, not proceeding to the quarterfinals, which we will be finding up on the next map as well. But as of now, Exley and Ravzer already showing their dominance on mid side. They're just popping off heads one by one, but Shields getting one, but Rex is gonna be able to cover him just like that and making it a 2v situation. The shots are gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be the fight of the omens. And now it's gonna be Rezi, who is already all the way from a wrap. And if he can find success, this is gonna be huge. But then again, I know for a fact that Rex is one of the few players who does have proper reads, and there you have it. So does Rezi. It's actually gonna be a Omen diff at the moment. Okay, he may know.
There's a good chance that Rex has read into this, but Rezi is playing for the long game. The turnaround and a slow play going straight over from main. Is Rex? It's a little bit on the much more paranoid side of where Rezi could really be making his way from here. No real usage of the paranoia either, as he's just trying to time this play as quickly as he possibly can. Could be inside of the smoke though, as Rezi kind of made this a little bit of a predicament for himself. He needs some information, but he's just going to be playing this without anything. He has the paranoia, but he's not going to be using it. Going in for the swing, and the shot just connects at the very end. The movement saves him there. Poor old Rex not able to find the confirmation. As INB, they take the first round.
Good God, that was a really bloody one, and this is something we kind of expected, Aggie, because of the players we have on the roster. They're not going to be forgiving, and they're not going to be letting it go that easily. INB might as well have the lead as of now, but I'm pretty damn sure the Emperors will not let this slide that easily. Went down to a 1v1, and I just realized that both of the Omen's names starts with the RE, and they also had the near exact identical loadouts as well, with the ghosts, the half shields, paranoias. Even heck, their knife was knife for karambits, but it's just a bullshit reference. But as of now, the advantage will rely in the hands of INB. Emperor will have to take this a little bit slow and methodical, but still trying to get the information as much as they can, also burning the bullets on those particular weaponry so that in time they will have the upper hand, as they have not quite shot any bullets out of their guns. Even though that's not a huge case, but when it comes to the Vandal in general, that's gonna be a concern because of the very long nerf of Phantoms at Vandal. They used to have, I think, 120 and 115 bullets consecutively, or I can't remember, but it was 100 plus. But now the reserves have been gone. It is a little bit less, so you can't quite spray and pray anymore. As of now, the hackers, I do respect how slow they're playing, but they have to make a commitment. Looks like this is going to be B take after all, even though the presence is surely going to be in A. Waiting for the timing, waiting for an opening, I would say. But there you have it. The presence will be detected by the knife of KO. And now, maybe, just maybe, this fake is gonna be sold perfectly, because look at that, only the Killjoys left. And if he goes down, Assassin Sahib needs to survive this with the Vandal. That's gonna be a huge problem. He needs to find the function as well in the lineup. It's gonna be amazing. He's looking for more Mahir.
Okay.
Sorry, Mihir, my bad. He's gonna be able to find the kill, and we'll also recover the Vandal. A huge investment from both of the sides, but time is ticking, Eggy! And I don't think that the attackers have the time to go for the plan, but gotta admit, good eco.
Yeah, and it's just Exili just running things down as per usual. This man has absolutely no chill. Loves the game of Valorant as much as he loves his own life. And I'm serious about this. Exili, he's one of the few players that I have seen, even after playing Deadlock for 3 hours straight, he's gonna go straight to Valorant and maybe do like another 4 or 5 hours of rank before he finally goes to sleep. I have no idea how he does it, but this guy... Deadlock, it's a game, it's a game, it's a game.
I know. That game is super stressing, man. I mean, I'm a player who never
You're
played.
just a boomer. You're just a boomer, bro.
Man, I've never played the type of games like this. You've told me that on day one, the day we played. What do you mean?
You're a boomer, bro.
Okay, sure. This guy literally told me that, hey, you never played any games like this, so it's okay. He didn't even suggest me the good characters. He gave me a character who has a laser beam. I never knew that he is not even gonna be able to use
But what we do know is the laser beams in the hands of Rex, as he is, gonna be taking one head after the other. He is going to be holding down inside of the side. 3 players still very much alive here, coming in from the side of Emperors. The stronger weapons working well for them here overall, but Introvert with an operator. I don't think he risks this fight. He's trying to take this fight early on the swing, but Rezi! He made a meal out of that one. Shields. He capitalizes and comes out on top. Able to hold. The angle is pretty much his, but Introvert fell asleep on the angle, and Rex is going to be the one to shut him down instead. The operator, possibly the hands of the attackers, but nope, they are not opting to pick that one up. 2-1 for the side of the Emperors. They get the hold, and they get an operator out of the hands of I and B. That is a big investment now going down.
The way they capitalized inside the objective was marvelous, and I must admit the attackers kind of overinvested onto that particular round. Oh, sorry, the defenders, my bad. But what you do not have to contribute or overspend is on Inspired Broadband, ladies and gentlemen. You can already see the plans on your screen, so if you're having a very hard time in your games, it might as well be your ISP and so on. So why not get your services or subscriptions from Inspired Broadband? I mean, I would have gotten it if I had it in my area. Sadly, same applies to Eggy, but as of now the attackers looking very much confident in their take inside of the objective, and they will find full control of B. A fast push coming in, Assassin side trying to make a difference, but will not get the kill he was looking for. Introvert good for one, XP looking for a second, but still Sunja with a double of his own, and now the attackers are simply on a rumble of their own, and they are still gonna be keeping themselves unrivaled, 2-2 in favor of none, but the momentum simply favors the players of Emperor. I almost said Empire, never mind. But INB, I hope after this eco round, or maybe this eco round itself, they will find enough damage to support themselves on the rounds to come. Otherwise, Emperor, they had a rough start, but I don't think they're gonna be stopping anytime soon.
I don't think so either. Knowing this team and how fast they like to go in for these executes. Just a matter of time. Exili doesn't hit the shot, and Mihir is going to be the one to punish him instead. Slow on the process, and Introvert tries to go in for the kill, and he's going to be able to find one. Sunjar, not really expecting it. Straps are trying to maybe play it a little bit cheeky on his own. Accord, shots not connecting. Not able to live that one out. Even control established. Assassin Sahib again being the last line of defense. The Killjoy surviving and hitting her shots here. That's a big kill, and they're respecting this. I like the optimal play here. Shields understanding that maybe he can take the peak a little bit later. And Sahib, he might be overthinking the process for this one. Witness his shot. The timing could be there, but the smoke was just gorgeous. Rezi giving Assassin Sahib as much time as he possibly can to try and survive this one, but with the attackers now slowly walking in towards the side, he's in a very tough position to say the very least.
Okay,
position's not yet
support.
taken away. Rezi over towards the back. He's able to Rezi! And now it's all up to Shields. A battle of the Killjoys. 6 bullets in the arsenal for the side of Shields, and he connects the very last one to go in for the final kill as well. As Shields gets the clutch for the side of the Emperors as they take the lead, and the buy round is still theirs.
Absolutely, but then again, you have to compliment INB for the performance they just put up. The isolation from the side of Rezi and Assassin side was tremendous. And I gotta admit, it was almost a clutch and a half. Only Valorant timing just happened to Assassin Sahib the moment he looked away from the switch. He just couldn't survive, but then again, he did have the spike as well. That was a clutch which was really biting its teeth. And had he done so, he would have been prouder, then more proud. I mean, he is already proud because he already took 4 players with his team on an eco. Not to mention, they didn't even got the plan down, so that is an advantage for them. As Mihir will be getting rid of Assassin Side, who has been a pain for them. I guess he was playing in a common angle behind the smoke, and there you have it. Now the attackers will have free real estate inside of the B side. As now, yet again, pushing it to a post-ban scenario. Problem is the Killjoy is not available. It could have been the biggest agent for them because the lockdown was apparently available. But now, they'll have to make use what they have. Then again, Exley, good for 1, looking for more, but the Sova probably surviving this. Yes, he will, and now the flashes will be tossed in, and there you have it. The Sova is gonna be a fish in a barrel, and there's not much Rex and Mihir can do, but still, he is gonna be trying his level best to survive. Rex is not gonna be surviving that, however, making that a defensive victory, a very huge, never mind, it's actually attacking victory. A very huge round, but at the same time, the way they took the round is because they did not let go of B main side. You know, there's one thing I really hate about this map in particular, Aggie. That is, on B side, if you stay inside the objective, you are a fish in a barrel. That forces you to take control of main. And that's exactly what won Empire their own round on the 4th one.
I agree to that to a certain extent, but at the same time, think about it this way. If you don't have B main control, if you're being rushed onto very quickly, what is your main priority? You first of all need to bait as much util as you can outside of B main, and then you double up in towards the back end of side. The problem that a lot of players have is they don't understand the basics of how to really anchor onto the B side. What is your biggest strength there? They need to invest a lot of utility to try and get into the back end of side. What if they don't invest that utility? What if you have a player on the left side of green box and on towards the right side? The player on the right side of green box, he's completely safe. He's not going to get killed by anyone that is not coming in through staircase, and the player on left side, he's not going to get killed by anyone that is coming in from staircase. So you have that optimal crossfire that a lot of teams kind of forget about. But as we're going to be talking about that, we can see that
they do push through that. You know, that's why I was saying. But anyways, you go on.
Yeah,
that's a defensive favored angle, but I was talking about the attacker side because it's difficult to like hold on, but then again, that's something of the past. Now the attackers, I think they've kind of heard me. That's why they're opting to go for an A take instead. Rezi is gone down already, so will Shields. Frags will be popping out from here and there, but still, it is an eco from the side of the attacker. Sorry, the defenders. I don't really see this happening in the favor of the defenders quite yet, because with the usuals they have, it's gonna be difficult. The best they can do is maybe get a couple of exit frags, but even then, that's a huge if.
Huge ifs are where this team kind of shines, though, when you think about it. They understand pretty much everything in Assassin Sahib. He's got it with Bugatti and went there for a swing. The fast peak is pretty much all that they needed, and Yasuo pretty much done and dusted here. Never mind, he's able to take the fight. Flash comes through, but Assassin Sahib, he gets the defuse instead. A beautiful one at that. Nicely done. Coming in for the setup is Yasuo. He gets the kill, but round going in the favor of INB. A very well played and thought out retake scenario from the team. Because, first of all, Sahib, he understood that there's a good chance someone's pushing up through heaven to try and kill me or take me out at the bare minimum, because my other player will be going in through garden. That savviness that he had at the very last second is all that it was required for the defense to take this round away from him. 3-4 is INV. They're perfect on the overall setup, but they need to be a lot more consistent in their course from here on out. Otherwise, they're going to start bleeding out rounds soon, because they need to get Exili on that operator. But with kills going out like this at the very beginning of the round onto your smoke, mind you, this will be a very tough goal.
Wasn't that a one-way angle established by himself?
Yeah, but that smoke placement is a little bit obvious.
Yeah, right. It kind of felt like that he died to his own trap, but anyways, it's gonna be something the players of INB will have to live with as of now. And at the same time, I have to compliment Assassin Sahib as well, that the moment he got the second last kill, he just opted to go for the ultimate as well. A good investment to put his team on an advantage on an eco. At the opposition, Still has the lead, but still, this is a momentum they've kind of needed. But that adrenaline is something they'll have to control as of now. Rezi is kind of paid the price for it. 40 seconds left from the clock, and looks like A is kind of a free real estate, except for the jet being present there. Actually, was the first line of defense, but will not quite find the success as the KO will find him instead. And now, smoke will be there, so will Introvert just be A. Smoke criminal as of now. Maybe wait a little bit of time before the round. They will with Assassin Sahib, but the man's gonna go down, and he's also gonna go down as well. It's all up to Assassin Sahib now. Locations revealed, and now trying to take the fight, but so much for so much. It's gonna be a flawless round from the side of Emperor. Did feel like that INB kind of broke the momentum of their opposition, but Emperor able to slap back in such a spectacular fashion, not losing any of their weapons. Yeah, that's gonna allow them to stack on those creds. And as you said, the side of INB wants to put Exley on the operator as fast as possible. Looks like that'll have to wait, because the economy is not looking that great, and now they're back to the drawing board with the Eagles.
Taking slow and steady. As you can tell, that the members of INB, their strategy is good, but at the same time a little bit too predictable. As the members of Emperor, they're showing a lot more discipline than what was expected. It's Rex. Paranoia ready pretty much for the early blind, and they're able to do it. Early utility wasted a little bit here, as they don't really have much running in towards the side, and this could be a problem. Rex able to find one kill, shields, perfect nano swarm to cut off the exit point. McZeely on the wiser as Raptor looking for one more, but he's not going to be able to do much. His shields puts the final nail on the coffin as well to take everything away. 3-6, ladies and gentlemen, as INB. They tried their hardest to try and hold on to the side, to try and flood in before the attackers were rushing in, but a couple of missed shots is all that it takes for your opponents to run you over.
That is true, but at the same time, INB is starting to lose the ground very quickly, I have to admit. 6-3, that's the confirmation that this is their wake-up call to make an equalization on the first half. Otherwise, on the first half at least, they're not going to have the lead. But then again, they can definitely make their own way on the attacking side, where they can be a little bit more unpredictable, which is something the attackers are trying their level best to capitalize on. But as of now, their locations are kind of revealed from either of the side. The crossfires are going to be there as well, but no shots fired quite yet. There will be some sprays inside the smoke, but not exactly any actions being taken. But still, I do see a couple of damages here and there. Yasuo and Introvert will trade those to each other, as they will take both their own Sovas. But there you have it. Now Ravzir is going to go down as well, along with Assassin Sahib. Sorry, Assassin Sahib was the first casualty, my bad. But the attackers, looks like the rush strategy is actually working in favor of them pretty well, because they're not losing quite a lot of gunfights. Exley, good for one, probably looking for another one, because he knows exactly where Shields is. And now, even with man disadvantage, this is looking very much doable for the defenders, but I do want to see if they can. But this is kind of feeling like a point of no return after all, as Rex is going to find a double kill of his own. This Omen is on a rumble of his own. And there you have it. Emperor is going to be able to establish their lead on the very first half. INB, we're looking strong, but looks like the sheer speed of Emperor is simply too much for them to handle, because I hate to say it, but they don't have an answer to this rabbit race. And somehow the rabbit's always winning.
That seems to be really the case here. It's tough. But at the same time, it's not out of the ordinary, right? There will be certain situations where you're gonna have a difficult time trying to understand or quantify what your opponents are gonna be doing, but at the same time, INV just are losing a lot of, how do you put it, questionable gunfights that they should not really be going out on. At the end of the day, it really does come down to smallest of details for the team, but here, they're now playing a lot more passive. They don't really have the best of weapons to try and fight into this either, but with the rounds slipping away from their fingers, one after the other, They need to find that answer quickly. They're on the defensive side, mind you, of Ascent, Crystal, and they're having such a difficult. What's going to happen on the attack?
I'm keeping my hopes up actually because I don't wanna be pessimistic on this regard because I do believe the players of INB to be extremely talented players, but that talent needs to rise up as fast as possible. And looks like they kind of have heard me getting rid of Sanjar very, very quickly. But then again, it's actually Shields and Rex who are doing the heavy lifting. And again, it is an eco, so I can give credit where it's due. The Hunter Steel will be popped in. Resi, good positioning coming in. Mihir, good for one, almost a second, but the Stinger is not going to be allowing him to connect the shots. And now Exley is going to be all by himself. And there you have it. He doesn't even need the backup. A 4K for this guy. It was an eco and a half, but even after that, they will be able to recover the weaponry for themselves, allowing themselves to have a bit more of a breathing ground to fight back. And you were talking about the operator. They will do just that. As this is the last round before the swap, there's nothing to save. 7-4 can be converted into a 7-5 by the side of INB, and maybe, just maybe, after that they can bring their momentum back on the attacking side, but that's a huge if I want to be honest. Because Emperor, we have seen them losing rounds, but then again, the rounds they have lost were also recoverable. Even those went very much neck to neck. A lot of 1v1s were seen from either of these teams, so there is no question that they know exactly how they want to play the game, but Emperor has to be a bit more careful. Looks like that's exactly what they're lacking. They're kind of throwing bodies at this instance to the defensive side. 2v5, make it a 1v5. Yasuo versus the world. And we might not even see any frags on the side of INB, sorry, in Emperor after all. Because finally, it looks like INB have indeed found their momentum, making it a flawless round, 7-5, as they move on to attack.
We really needed this flawless too. Getting that proper setup going for the team is one of the biggest key pain points that a lot of players have. For them, not the end of the world, I would say. As a team, getting the 75 scoreline just allows them to find that stable ground to stand on as they're going into this attacking side. They've been looking a little bit shaky, but they do have answers. It's not like they cannot take out the members of Emperor, but Emperor are showing a lot more disciplined game, showing a lot more of a disciplined gameplay style compared to the members of INB. They know the ins and outs of their opponents, and you can tell that they have done their homework. Introvert already ready with a little bit of a setup to try and fake the players onto his B side for a possible B hit. He's waiting for the timing to come in from his teammate. Didn't really hit the knife the way that he wanted, but did catch out Shields though, being on the close angle. As he has given some information away, but look at the members of Emperor. They're not even trying to go in for this rotation. They're just waiting on the call for Shields.
That's so. Because they're just taking so much time, showing so much respect to the opposition's takes. But now the fight might as well begin on the B side. And there you have it. Some utility will be tossed in. Exley will be tracking down Sanjar in the distance, but he's super low. As he's super low, apologies. Mihir will reveal the location of his opposition with the recon ball, but even after that, the plan is gonna be going down as the attackers will find success, kind of dodging the shock dart as well, waiting for a timing on the pop flash as the smoke evaporates. Mihir and Yasuo, good for two of their own, and now it's a 1v2 actually on up to Exley. He has been shining quite brightly, and yes, he will. Just because he has done so much damage to Sanjar initially with the help of the KO grenade, I guess, onto A boxes, a shout, sorry. And that's exactly where they're gonna be able to find their success. And this is an indication. Sometimes even the smallest chip damages may just be advantageous, because if he did not, Exley was low as well. It could have been a round from the side of Sanjar, adding up to the rounds of Emperor. But now 67, as they have pushed the opposition yet again onto an eco. This is their second time they won the pistol round. Now, this is where they can certainly equalize the rounds and take the fight for themselves, but utilities will be taken out instantaneously by the defenders, not allowing them to have that much of a breathing zone. The cover was there after all from the side of Ravzer. Introvert doesn't need to worry about anything at all. The mosquitoes will die. Good night, Active Soul. I don't know, I forgot that word has been. Egg is questioning reality, isn't he?
Wait, what is this? A Colgate and a goddamn good night ad at the same time? My mic was muted. I was like, what? Good night active salt?
I don't know, man. I just said it, man.
Good night active salt?
I don't know, man. Make memes out of it. I don't mind, actually. This is something I would love to enjoy. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see something out of the heads. You don't see me complaining.
Good night
I'm
active
sorry,
salt. I'm pretty sure that Shields is extra salty for that one. A little bit of alert coming in from Assassin's side, late in towards the round, and Rabzar is going in for the final couple of frags. The attack side is where this team is really shining, though, seemingly. Just like the good night active salt that Krishna has now come up with.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. 7-7 over here. I think I should have said Lal hit Ekta Vajvana. But whatever, I don't know. Jokes should be jokes, and now what is not a joke is the game's position, Aggie. I think you agree as well. Because INB bring themselves back on the same board on a bonus round here is where they can probably lose the lead or maybe just hunker down, because if they happen to keep the lead for themselves, they will push their opposition to yet another eco. That's gonna be extremely advantageous. But then again, that's gonna be needing a proper gameplay as well, a gunplay as well, where they will not be missing the shots and dodging the bullets of their opposition as if it's Matrix. As we will be seeing the KO reading the location. Rex was targeting 2 at angles at the same time, as XD will be able to capitalize on just that, or getting a Sanjar on a rampage of his own. He will recover a Vandal from his fallen teammates, as the plan has indeed gone down. I do believe, yes, it has. 3v3, everybody has proper guns, more so from the side of Empire, as Introvert tries to survive inside of Hell, but I don't think that's gonna be any form of successful one. Perhaps they're good for a double, but still, now Diffusal may be coming in. The crossfire needs to be there right now, right here! Assassin Sahib versus Mihir. He does not have the best of the guns, but still, he does have the turrets to annoy the player. Mihir is just having such an annoying time. He's just tossing everything he has into the kitchen sink. But no, that molly kinda missed. The Diffusal's gonna be coming in, and Assassin Sahib will find his assassination target, and the contract will be successful as well, as he just played with his food, as INB is gonna be back on the lead after a very long time, after the third round actually. But Emperor, this is gonna be a heavy blow on their side, Aggie, because it's the obvious. They have lost their full buy. This is gonna be a problem.
I have no idea what to say. This is now one of those situations where either the best possible outcome is going to happen for the members of INB, or Emperor just are going to be able to turn this one eco round around. They need this eco, and you can tell that the defense side of this map is seemingly very weak for both of these squads. They're leaving a lot of openings. They're not really pushing up the way that they would normally if they had a little bit more confidence. Yeah, Rex is completely by himself. He has no one to try and help him, no contact whatsoever, and Rex is possibly going to die because of it. He's going to be able to survive, run back a slight bit, but the angle's already being given up. Killjoy turret giving him a tiny bit of contact to play with. He still has not yet lost his life, but he lost full control of B main. And now he needs to hold this one all by himself. No real utility to try and give him a kill. An Introvert just finds him inside on an island. There's not really much that you could have done to try and even hold this. They're putting all of their eggs in one basket, and they're not committing to try and hatch them.
That is for certain, because it does feel like that he's going for a hero play of his own, because even last round he did try his level best to isolate himself and isolate the gunfights of his for his teammates, but even then, without the support, without the context, how much can you go, considering your position on attack are kind of stacking? We have seen some from the spread map control from their end, but if that is really the answer you have, the question paper is on your screen. Why not just answer it? But I hope this time around this is gonna be an exception. Rex is an amazing player, but then again, we don't need heroes out there, as Thatcher said in R6. And as of now, INB with themselves in the driver's seat. They are feeling comfortable, which cannot be said for the side of Emperor, but I do want to see an exception being deployed, as I do see the players starting to fall back from B side with the utils being deployed. Attacker Killjoy will be deployed as well, confirming the objective will be open. I don't see any counter utils to destroy that ultimate, so a really timed ultimate as well from the attackers, because they know this time they're not gonna be having too much of a worrying factor, as a Sova ult at least is not available. Plan's gonna be going down as there's no contestant to work with, but still I do believe the attackers will have something else in their hands, because they do have at least a null command available from the KO to isolate the gunfights, or should I say to stop the defenders to use their abilities when going for a retake, going for raw gunfights, and that's exactly where they're shining the brightest. Actually good for another one, make it a third after all, and now it's all up to the man, the myth, the legend, Rex. But even he's not gonna survive that. He's just a beast of his own. 10-7. Emperor? Yeah, they're starting to lose ground very quickly now.
The speed at which he's just trying to go in for these fast hits too, it's just insanity. In every regard, every single time I turn around, it's Exili just waiting, prepped and ready to go in for the multi-frags as soon as he gets the opportunity to do so. Tactical timeout has been taken to just focus things out, but overall, you need to figure out what's better for them here.
They did take a tactical timeout, but I mean, I do appreciate it, but it kind of feels like that after taking a tactical timeout of like, nah, you know what? I take it back. It's actually a good timing. I wanted to say that maybe it's too late, but on second thoughts, it's only 10-7. There's still enough room to bring themselves back, in my opinion. So I wouldn't complain on that, because they can certainly hold this momentum for a couple of seconds, rethink every decision, get themselves on the same page of the book, and then commit to a take. Because they need 3 rounds to equalize, and their opposition needs exactly 3 rounds to make a victory. So good timing, but this better be helpful, man. This better be helpful, and at the same time, I guess this is gonna take a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen, as we will take a short break and we'll be right back when the players are ready and up for action. Muted, right? Mics. Ready, ready,
Yes,
ready.
ready.
Oh, sorry, actually, I got distracted for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're back in the action, but looks like the Assassin type has no distraction whatsoever, as he's gonna find a double, followed up with the side of Introvert as well. We barely have any time in their rounds.
It's already over.
Yeah, right. Couldn't even see what happened, but anyways, we are back in action as of now.
And we just took another round. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. 11-7.
Here.
Not the other way around that we would feel hungry, but it kind of feels like that the momentum has not even been touched, Aggie. As they're just slowly but surely creeping up into the vicinity of quarterfinals. 2 more rounds to go, Emperor. It's kind of do or die for them, because look at the economy. Oh no. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem, certainly. As the attackers have once again started to swarm inside the objective with ultimates available as well. This is gonna be a really hectic one. They should be able to deny the plan, which was the case with the Hunter's theory, but even then, it's gonna be a challenge. Thanks to the defender Killjoy lockdown available to them, they may get detained, and there you have it. 2 players will be detained, but I don't think that's gonna be a huge one. Rex will be able to equalize it by getting rid of both of them. But now the timing needs to be perfect. Rex is low on HP, that's the problem.
One
One
enemy
bullet from
remaining.
anywhere and anybody is gonna be pretty much detrimental, and that's exactly where he kinda effed up. And now it's all up to me here, hiding inside the smoke, trying to avoid the refusal, but so much he can do as the smoke evaporates. Nice try, but yeah, there you go.
Match point.
Match point
So
and quarterfinal point, man.
Yeah, it's only so far that a good try can even get to you. They're just stuck in such a horrendous situation, to say the very least. Everywhere they turn, their team just doesn't really have much of an answer to give onto the raw firepower that is in the hands of INB. Every turn that they take, an obstacle is just waiting for them. Because of it, they're just suffering heavily for it.
One suppressed.
Tell me about it. And now, this is where Empire has the last chance to make it happen. But then again, sometimes that one round is where a lot of teams starts to break down. Let's see if INB is gonna be living up to that, but I hope not.
Blinding.
As of now, the shots will be connecting. Rex, nice try, but he will be taken out. That's a most valuable player taken out of the equation, actually. No more smokes available in the hands of Empire, as they'll have to take the gunfights head on. Even though the cloudbursts are technically smokes, but they are not gonna last as long. No more time burning, as the attackers will control the pace of the game as they're starting to creep and sit inside the objective. Actually, low on HP, but even after that connects the shots. This guy is just on something, built different. And now, it's all to Shields and me here. It's the end of the world for them. V5, even the reads are gonna be there. Shields are gonna be tagged as well by the Hunter's Fury. Probably he's gonna go down as well, and it is gonna be the case. It's all up to me here. Good for one, but that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more quarterfinalist here. It is gonna be intro and boys, and as I said, the logos can be something which you should be scared of. Emperor, nice try by them, but looks like the momentum break just did not play in the equation. Intro and boys. Now they can sit back, chill, and enjoy our next game between All Stars and Casual Valor. There's a very high chance they will be facing off against All Stars, but I do not want to vouch that quite yet, because you never know if Casual Valor is also going to be having equally challenging players for the side of All Stars. But holy moly, Intro and boys, they showcased an amazing game as they went to the quarterfinals. Your mic's muted.
Okay, sorry. I thought the mic was open. Yeah, I was gaming. Hey, listen. My brother was in the background. That's right.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm just listening.
so back on the track of this one, I would have to say that the members of Emperor, they pulled off phenomenal performances when it came to their attack side, and I think that this is something that a lot of Bangladeshi teams kind of forget about. This is a game of attacking and defending. People focus so much on their attack executions that they kind of forget what to do on the defensive side. They're like on the defense, it's gonna be fine. We don't need to worry about it. We'll just sit back, wait for them to come into the side. We'll shoot them once and they're dead. But no, that is not how the game of Valorant works. People are spending so much time now on the attack side that the attack is now so pristine from the team that their defensive side is suffering heavily And that is a true fact coming in from either side of these teams. One side's having a little bit of an easier time on the attack, while the other side having a horrible time when it comes down to defense. Hopefully, the members of Emperor are not going to be taking this to heart and really go back to the drawing board to start figuring stuff out here, because the defensive side on Ascent, yeah, it may look simple on paper, but if you don't know how to play it, it's going to be the most difficult thing to try and stop your opponents from rushing.
That's for certain, because on attacking side, you can also be a bit unpredictable, because you are the one who's actually leading how the round's gonna go, whether you're gonna be hitting A, B, or it's gonna be a fake, and so on and so forth. So sometimes that is an advantage, even though on defense it does favor you with the clock a lot more. But then again, the match MVP is something we have gone through, and now we are looking forward into something which really matters, which is teamwork. Because yeah, I know for a fact that Ixley is an amazing player. He is a god at some certain extent, but what really matters is the team composition. And I must admit, Ixley really supported his team to his level best, because look at the First Bloods. Even though Shields is on the top spot of his own team, but the First Bloods are lacklustering. It was Mihir who did it, which was expected from the side of Sanjar, however, as he is the duelist. Maybe the rest of the players will set him up and then he goes for the action, but it was not quite there. But then again, do I want to demean them? Not necessarily, because they did amazing, but it was just a little bit lacklustering from their side compared to INB as they move further. I would really say if Emperor carries on with this roster down the line, they will find themselves to be a way stronger team in the down future. But the problem with Bangladesh is we usually don't see a couple of players not sticking together. They usually scatter around right after one tournament, and you know that as well, Aggie. That just breaks my heart as much as it does for you. But I hope INB, this is just the beginning of many successes for them, as now they should chill and watch for the game on the next game on All Stars and Casual Valor. But do you disagree with what I just said?
No, absolutely not. These are some of the things that you really need to consider when it comes down to the smallest of details. I completely agree with you there. Hopefully, the members of Emperor are going to be going on back and just really coming back with a different game. Because don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is just one of the few tournaments that will be presented to you by the side of the production, also by Broadband. Later on down the line, give them some more time. Things will be a lot more different for every single one of these teams if they stick together. Sticking together is one of the biggest things. But that's all that we have for the first initial match. Game number 2 is right on the corner too, ladies and gentlemen. Another best of 1, and possibly one of the best ones for the night as well. You never really know. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a lot more Valor action.
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134 and 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my god! Come on, brother.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter.
Here comes the fight!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134 and 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way! Here comes the party!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you wanna play it.
Get out of my way! Here comes the fight!
I've got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you wanna play it.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you wanna play it.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter.
Here comes him! Fight!
I've got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter!
Here comes the fight!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134 and 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter.
Here comes the punch!
I've got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way! Here comes the party!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Sapphire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that took a little longer than we expected because of some technical difficulties, but now we are back in action with the second game of the day between All Stars and Casual Valorant. Well, we have one, or should I say three actually, quarterfinalists already. One of them being Intro and Boys, which was played before this game. And now the map we're going to be facing off, or seeing the players of All Stars and Casual Valorant to be facing off against is going to be on Sunset. Aggie, any thoughts?
Sunset map, pretty simple. Ascent. We kind of been there. It's Ascent and Sunset. A lot of teams have now shifted away from picking up Ascent, going more towards Sunset, and a lot of the other higher level teams, let's say, this of course is a map selected by the members of All Stars at the end of the day, is not that big of a surprise, because if you are not given that option to pick up on Ascent, you pick this map instead, because it's very simple. You know how to play this map. You don't really have to worry about a lot of the nitty-gritty strategies, but seemingly an almost similar composition coming in from either side. This is going to be very questionable, to say the very least, because the members of Casual Valor, I haven't heard of any one of these players, but we all do know what All Stars are capable of at the end of the day. Their roster is stacked to the core, and Arya is one of the biggest question marks, I would say. I do not know this player, but it's maybe someone that we know, and I think it's Rosa. Wait a minute, I think it's Rosa.
No. I think Rosa is on another team of his own, and Rosa usually plays duelist, remember?
Yeah,
not
true.
That I'm saying that he cannot play initiators. Maybe it is him, but I would still have a question mark left out there. And look at that UI, Aggie. That UI has seen so much improvement thanks to the people working behind this, especially from Instinct Productions as well. Holy moly. They just do not give up, do they? And they shouldn't either, because this is actually revolutionizing production as a whole in our region. But now getting into the game, even though something kind of stuck my tongue, which actually hurts. But anyways, the game. We do see a couple of familiar players from the side of CV as well, as I see Atif, a very close junior of mine, as well as Quicksilver. You did. Already on the hunt, as he's gonna be the one who will be opening things up by getting rid of it. But now the plan's also gonna go down, as this is already a post plan from the side of the attackers. All Stars, they're out for blood, and blood is something they're gonna be hunting down no matter what happens.
Absolutely. They're waiting for the opportunity already. First initial hit, pretty much close by. Quicksilver with a swing. That still find the frag in general. And it's just going to be an absolute bloodbath. All the members of All Stars just running around inside of the side. And pretty much doing everything all by themselves. As the confidence being present on the team, not that big of a surprise either, because it's All Star, ladies and gentlemen. Their players, they will be very confident going into every single one of these duels.
Absolutely. And now, they are All Stars for a reason, and no surprises to see these form of performances. And to be very honest, I can already tell that they have picked up the most talented players out there. Udit has been shining quite a lot, actually, in the region. So no surprises to see him back on the Neon again. We have seen him playing with a different roster last time. We did say that roster is going to disband the moment the tournament was over. I think it was on last season, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, Arya, we're good for one, as he's going to be getting rid of a username I can't quite even say on stream.
Hermione and a Marshall.
Without double. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's nothing else to say, actually. There's no survivors, and there you have it. CV, nice attempt, but this is a round which is definitely going to be out of their CV. Pun intended. But Casual Valor, once again, they still have these talented players, I would say. So I'm not going to be counting them out of the equation quite yet. They'll have to be careful, yes. But then again, All Stars is one of the few forces which is simply unstoppable. So maybe it is going to be a problem after all, but I do keep my hopes up for the side of Casual Valor. As we do see the attackers once again rushing inside A side, taking elbow control without any given contestation. Then again, there is a Cypher Trips in the vicinity, but how long can you hold on to this? There's no doubt that the players will simply take control of that particular area, and It's just a matter of time. Wait, did the frags already go down? We do not see the UI updating accordingly. That's why I'm a little bit more confused, Aggie. And the round's also over. I'm genuinely confused, actually. Maybe the UI is having a little bit of hard time, but do give us a little bit of time as we fix it. So, I guess stay tuned. going to be in the action with CV having one round of their own, which was probably the anti-bonus, their own full buy round. So that's just my guess. All Stars, however, have definitely taken back their own round on the third one, on the fourth one actually. Under 3 we had a technical difficulty, but looks like it has been resolved after. Oh, okay, through the smoke. Yeah. He just knows. This boy was talented back in CSGO days, and he's simply gonna remain as he was. But Wrench is gonna go down in the hands of Yurid, but Yurid's gonna go down in the hands of Atif. Decent chunk of damage from his side. Nothing surprising, but still, this has to be a bit more consistent, if I have to be honest. 4-4. Atif is the only person who doesn't have any expensive weaponry, but still, Quicksilver's location is really prominent, but still, Missile is already on the lurk. Let's just see if he can find any form of values. Atif is having his Spider senses twinkling, but not so for the side of Quicksilver, as he will find his Venom. As the players are starting to take control, and there you have it. The plan's gonna go down as well. And this is gonna be a little bit more complicated for the defensive side, as they do not quite have the best of weaponries to work with.
It's really another big problem is the team just is losing the map control pretty early. They're kind of lost of what to do next, which is another big problem. Members of ALS, the speed at which they're taking a lot of these entries is what's causing the problem. And the poor old Omen getting caught out by a recon ball Sova style. Sorry, Hanzo style. My bad. Brain's a little bit off, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be All Stars who takes another round for themselves pretty much easily too. The way that the rotations happen for All Stars, they're just pushing onto an extremity and able to find the opening. And Missile, he just goes in for the free lurks every single time. He's waiting for his team to make the advantage, and then he catches the players off guard. He waits for everyone to give him the information to do the play that he needs to do. And that's just perfect. That's what you need as a team sometimes.
There.
That's for certain. And there is no question that all the players of All Stars, they are stars, and they are stars together as well, individually and as a team. And they have mastered their art significantly. It looks like that mastery is not going to be going down anytime soon, as Yes Daddy's going to go down. That's probably the most interesting username I've seen. I didn't want to say it first, but I just had to. But anyways, let's just see if... There is actually a H as well in the end, which actually adds a bit more of a... No, I'm not even gonna say it. Moaning something, but whatever. Now, the attackers does have advantage because they have gone for the spike plant as well, as they can simply burn the time down. Missile going for the fights here. Aurorai will be good for one, but Perez is gonna be good for one, so will be Arya. And I call up to Aurorai, and to be very honest, he will be good for one, but that's all he's gonna be able to find. But considering this was an eco round, I'll cut them some slack because they have taken away 3 Vandals from their opposition's hands. But still, All Stars very much in the driver's seat here, and they want to face off against Intro and Boys on the next match on the quarters. More hardly than some. To be very honest, they're also deserving, considering they're this talented. But
Right there.
I hope the players of Intro and Boys are also watching this game, because they better be ready. Because I hate to say it, but All Stars is probably one of the few teams who will see till semifinals, if not the grand finals itself. Because they're just that much experience, there's no questions about it.
Yeah, Unit, he's just so confident, keeps on running. Let's get caught out by the tripwire, but that's completely fine because he's able to come on back. As Atif not really committing to that fight there. Could have costed them. An early kill over towards Udead would put a halt to all of this aggressive plays coming in from the members of ALS, but missed out on the opportunity, and now you have to suffer for it. Slowdown coming in from either side, but with Aurorai having full control over towards tiles, it's just a waiting game now. Able to find the execute, a good recon pull to clear out the entirety of side. The execution was perfect. They had the good timing as well. Asperer, he gets the opening kill over towards the first as Atif. None the wiser for it, and that's your breach out of the question. How are you even going to try to brute force your way in for a possible retake here? Because now you're stuck on an island and you did. He's just hunting heads at this point.
Over Overdrive is really giving them a hard time, but still finally which will be taken out of the equation. But even after that, I do see the players of the defensive side able to retaliate, but it's all up to Wrench now in a 1v3. They are going to be hunting him down with low HP as well, and Terror will not show any form of mercy here. All Stars are just taking heads for their currency. And this is going to be a problem actually down the line, because now that you're losing momentum, now that you're losing so much cash as well, CV, it's gonna be nearly difficult for them to make a comeback. But even then, we have seen Emperor facing the exact same confidence but falling apart in front of Intro and Boys. But it's not necessarily the same equation here because of the fact that the way All Stars are playing, they're simply running it down and they're not showing any mercy.
That no mercy playstyle is what's really causing them issues here at the end of the day. Because ALS, the speed at which they're taking these executes, they're not allowing the members of Casual Valor to even understand what the game plan is like. In a way, it's giving them trouble in every regard. As you dead! Not like that, buddy, not like that. A couple of missed shots here and there, but Hermione still is able to find the refrag in every turn. That's what you want from your initiator player, to be ready at every turn and step to try and refrag your duelist, but with a little bit of empty space now gained over towards mid. They've fooled a couple of players who are going to be stacking onto this though, because that weapon needs to be highly contested for from the defenders. If they're able to pick that up, there's a good chance they can win into this round, but the fact that it is stuck on an island in no man's land, I don't really think they're going to be going in for an ALS. They're banking on that fact, but the shotgun could cause an issue. Quicksilver could have gotten a second, but he second-guessed himself for that one. It's all just a waiting game at this stage. A couple of little bit of frags here and there as Missile doesn't really have the angle to do much here. Bear stuck in a corner. The stun was perfect, but Hermione comes in for the backup. He finds a double. He's looking for the last. Already spotted and ready. The clutch master for the team. As per usual. Doesn't matter where he is at. Let it be XZ or let it be All Stars. It's always Hermione's name that will come to your lips when you think of a clutch in our region. Because this guy, when it comes down to the heat of the moment, he is the best player that you could have on your team.
Holy god, what was that, Hermione? He got the refrag from the side of Yud at first, and now he just made sure that all of his fallen teammates will be avenged? That is insane backup, and he just does not miss shots, does he? Missile. He was literally counting days there, but instantaneously he got the backup as if Jesus Christ just came out of nowhere. And now, yes, Daddy trying to find something of his own. He will find the first, but Udad will make sure that he will go down as well. And now Udad looking for more. He will be tagged up by the Haunted Fury. But he's simply fearless. And he's also going to hunt heads once again. Once again, a very quick round, which kind of felt like it is going to go in favor of CV because they were able to hold down the push of All Stars a little. But the moment they were stopped, they hooked themselves right back up and putting themselves on an 8-1 lead. I hate to say it, but there's a high chance this might as well be a double-digit hit on the very first half. All Stars. I don't even believe there's a strategy. They're just playing a game of shooting range. I would say Terrorist Hunt in R6. But holy moly. This is just insanity if you think about it.
It's just difficult. I don't really think there is much more that you can add on to this Missile. He's already able to find the opening kill here. Quicksilver, perfect for the one frag. He's able to find the trade at the bare minimum, but at what cost? They get the trade, but the side completely in the hands of All-Star once again over on the opposite side of the map. Gonna need to take this duel as Missile still very much alive and kicking. He's able to find the first frag, and no one's really even trying to contest this one. Quicksilver, he gave away his life for free. Looking towards the back here. You dead with the swing! The paranoia was perfect too to give him the space that he needs. As everyone collapses onto the players that was trying to go in for the flank. CV, they're being read like an open book, in ALS, their speed of adaptation is what's giving them all of the edges.
It's an unstoppable momentum if I want to be honest here, Aggie. Because even though the fact that CV can afford to go for a buy, but I don't really feel like the confidence is going to be there. A technical timer will be called in finally, but I hate to say it, but it could have been there on a 5-1 because that's exactly where they started to lose the momentum. They could have been like, hey guys, we have lost 5 rounds in consecutive order. Isn't it time that we take a timeout and start to halt their push, understand how they're gonna play? 9-1, you can still break the momentum, but this is All-Stars we're talking about. They will simply pick themselves right back up and just go in for the rush again. And what is your answer for that? Not to mention, they have 4 ultimates available. That is pretty much a confirmation that they will at least have one more round in the first half. Which kind of depends on this round in particular, because let's be very honest. This is your last full buy round probably, because I do not see the players of CV going for a full buy, even though I do see a couple of 9Ks on their side, but I'm pretty damn sure it was not the case. It was 5K max. So maybe the UI is a little bit backdated. I'm not sure if it is, but if it is, yeah, exactly, it's not the case, because look at that. Quicksilver is already opting to go for a shotgun kill, because the moment he gets, yeah, he does have his ultimate available. So he doesn't need to go for that, but even then it's a risk. You there already walking in with a judge, and he is the judge and the jury over here, getting the kills one by one. We can see the players starting to fall back from the objective, but even after that, the refrag game is simply on the favor of All-Stars. No prisoners taken. Atif knows exactly where Pear is, but so does Pear, and he will play with the counteractions. And now, once again, it's all up to Wrench. Will find a double kill of his own, but needs to find a double more to keep his team afloat. Once again, this is the last round they could have bought, and this is the last round they will buy. Time's already down. The clock is not in his favor anymore. Problems are gonna be rising for him. There is no possibility for him to see the ultimates at least this round. But still, Hermione going for the pre-fires will be taken out though, but this out of range. But the refrag game will be so perfect. Arya was playing inside of Boba, and the reps are just too perfect. What are you gonna even comment on this, Aggie? 1 to 10, and it kind of feels like a point of no return already.
Yep. There's not really much that you can even add on to this, can you? It's just, you're just done for. Everywhere you turn, you just see this team completely dominating the opposition for one particular reason. It's just their confidence. You can tell that Unit just doesn't have any fear in his eyes. A single-minded stun towards mid. He's just taking these fights. Quicksilver finally shuts him down because Unit, who's getting a little bit too overzealous, but the reverse-sided ultimate could just give them the edge here. Azaria needs to try and live, and he's going to be able to survive. And Hermione does find the trade over onto another 3v3 on the map. They finally have the answer that they needed. They took the duels and they took it with confidence. Allowing this to happen, Azaria gets caught out through the smoke. The Omen finds value. Harurai now working with his teammates down over to this 2v2. Good spam coming out from Missile. He's looking for another kill. Not going to be able to get it. 1 versus 2. Again, the man, the myth, the legend. Every single time we talk about him, he is able to show up. At Hermione, the odds are stacked against him, but this is where he thrives the most. Possible shots, line up and ready. He's trying to find the kill. He should be able to get it, but the shot just does not connect. And it's gonna be out there with the Marshall, who gets the final lap. 2 to 10, ladies and gentlemen. As ALS, they have showcased that they can bleed. The thing is, a small paper cut doesn't mean anything to a Goliath unless you're able to chop them down onto your level. And these rounds, the 8 rounds that differentiate these two teams, is what the members of Casual Valor have to strive towards.
That is for certain. We have seen some momentum on the side of CV, but then again, this needs to live. You do see the health bar finally, and you do hear the boss music as well. As of now, it's gonna be way more complicated. 10 to 2 on our first half. This pistol round dictates so many factors here, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a nice spot.
And I know for a fact the players of All-Stars, they have lost the run, but still they're looking very much confident. They're feeling the heat. And they're gonna take absolute map control if they must. Already putting down the one-way angles and allowing Hermione to take aggressive position. But then again, they will be going for the fights regardless, as we do see the attack is taking some damage in the process, and Hermione tapping players away as if it's just a warm-up for him. 3k for him, I'm looking for more, and now here's Daddy. Will have so much trouble to go for. Udad will secure the kill, and Udad will secure the third as well. The second one as well.
Yikes!
Jeez, this is gonna look very scary, Aggie, down the line. As ALS or All-Stars This is showcasing why they are one of the best teams in the region. CV, I appreciate their efforts, but the experience is just cutting them off guard, and this is something they just do not have an answer for. And I know they will have an answer down the line, but I don't think this is gonna be anytime soon. This is gonna be a huge problem. As of now, All Stars, they still have the anti-eco. And there's not much hope I can show here again, and you know why. And this is simply gonna be putting salt on the wound. The sheriff, sorry, the judge, is gonna be taking out both of the sheriffs here. And the players of CV are starting to feel the pressure. There's just no answers for it.
I don't really give much either. They need to find their foothold on this attacking side, but the way that ALS have been playing, I wonder who's defending and who's attacking at this stage. The boogeyman around the corner. You did! He does find the first. And his teammates are going to be able to clean up the last couple. Because yes, Daddy just waiting in the background, trying to maybe find one more kill, but Perrer, he is not even going to allow that to happen. 2-12, ladies and gentlemen, as ALS, they're standing at the edge of victory. For CV, chance for a possible comeback? It looks slim, but if they have the hope to do something, or even a game plan to turn this one around, they need to do it right here, right now.
The last stand for them, actually. There's nothing to lose. But then again, they have came so far, yet so do,
And
yet
they have tried so hard.
It doesn't even matter. Have you seen the new vocalist of Linkin Park, though?
Yes.
Yeah, she's amazing, but that's something we'll be talking about later. Quicksilver, yeah, kind of got caught onto that Cypher Tripwire, I think, and now taken out as well. As the player is starting to get the kills, Missile with the Spectre of his own, looking for a fourth as well. The guy, the legend, and now Salvarura in a 1v4. It's him versus the world. Locations are revealed as well. He does have the weaponry to do it, but still, I don't see this happening quite yet. Muhammadpur might as well be on the books. You dead. Trying to zap him, but still, will be taken off out of the equation. But the players might as well be following him as of now. But it's gonna be Hermione who will have the last laugh, and he will take his team to the quarterfinals. It is gonna be Intro and Boys against All Stars on the quarters. Nice attempt by the side of Casual Valor. We did expect some new up-and-comers, but then again, we did see a couple of familiar faces, but then again, they still need to grind that amount of experience out of the equation. We don't even need the MVP screen here, but it is still here. You can see Udid just beating the crap out of the players. As Wrench being the MVP, the KDAs are simply not favoring him. Udid and the players of All Stars, they just showed off what they can do. No mercy at all.
That's just how the team plays. Are we really surprised? No, and it's not because the team is playing badly. It's just they went up against how do I put it? An unclimbable wall. That's what the members of All Stars are. It's very difficult to try and go up against a roster like this that easily and to perform. At the end of the day, this is what's bound to happen. Tough story and tough luck, I would say, for the members of Casual Valor to go up against such a superstar level team, but it's what you're striving to become one day. This is what practice will get you. This is the level that the players can get if they put in the time, put in the effort, and put in the hours to make good competitive Valorant happen. All Stars taking this victory and moving into the quarterfinals, not that big of a surprise, but I would have to say that when it came down to the aim, you could tell that individually a couple of these players, they were really able to make something work, but when it came down to the adaptability, they were nowhere near where All Stars were standing.
Couldn't agree more, and I hate to agree as well, but this is just the obvious, ladies and gentlemen. CV has a long way to go, and they did come long way, but I just hope this defeat does not dishearten them, as they can come back to the vaults, learn from their opposition, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see them on the upper brackets of a lot more tournaments, as only the upper bracket matches does get the opportunity to be streamed, and we will also have an honor to cast on their matches, because it was an amazing team from their side, but it just lacks that experience. No new thing to add from the side of All Stars, though, because hey, let's be honest, they are veterans and they're simply gonna remain veterans as time goes by. But let's just hope that they can crown themselves to be the champions they deserve to be, because this is just still the round of 16, as we will be moving up to the quarterfinals and the semifinals, and then we have the grand finals and so on and so forth. So All Stars are certainly gonna be having our attention to have the spot on the grand finals probably, but still I'll have my bets till semifinals. Whatever happens next will be answered on the future. I'm not sure if the Covenant is playing this tournament as well, because they're also a very fearsome team, if not the best team in the country. So, oh yeah, exactly. Covenant was the champion of the first season, so they're already qualified for LAN from what we have known from Rivy Vai. So that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Any closing thoughts before we wrap it up, Aggie? Because that's all for today, actually.
Yeah, I think for now we're gonna possibly see the members of All Stars be in the grand finals. It's not gonna be that big of a surprise if they're able to make it, but you can never get overconfident, because in the game of Valorant, even if you think you are the very best, unless you put in the hours, someone might be there trying to sort your form. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that we have for you for tonight. We're gonna have a lot more Valorant action after the Puja holidays. We are gonna be going on a pretty long break, I would say, until the 14th, where everyone is going to be coming back on towards the server. So make sure to hit the like and hit the follow for the page if you want to get notified on when we do go live next. And of course, keep up to date with the news and check out all of the latest deals coming in from Inspire Broadband. For now, it's going to be your boy Aggressive with Question Set signing on off. Good night and happy gaming.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
Stop! That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way!
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's gonna be? Somebody's looking at me. Oh. Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.